Yes, chat. Oh my god, what the Yes, chat. We're making a mask. Because I said so. So, the thing about the mask is that you guys don't get to see it until it's over and done. Because currently at the moment, it looks ugly. Ugh. Ah, that works best enough. Can I see through that? No. So if you're confused on what's happening, I recently found out I have a mask that I forgot about. Sorry, I need a longer piece. The eyes of this stupid thing hurt because I apparently was like, yeah, let me cut him out. I'm pretty sure they were just like 2 dots before, but still, like, we could have handled this so much better. It's turned 14, and I think this year I'm gonna be me. Don't mess with me. I'm a big boy now, and I'm very scary. And I do karate. I do karate. Oh yeah, also, sorry, getting this prepared, and then we'll hop into the block game. So, fun fact, this morning, I woke up to, a lot of views. A lot of views. A lot of views. A lot of views. Like a lot of. Don't mess with me. I'm a big boy now, and I'm very scary. Don't message me, cause I won't reply when I make you cry. That's so supposed to be. No, it isn't me. Boys will be bugs, right? Me bugs, right? What the frick is happening? This use 13, and I think this year I'm gonna be me. Oh, wrong thing. Shit. Wrong account. No. It's gonna give me some. Um. Boy, I'm sorry, but I'm busy. Okay, continue this one. Okay, we're just gonna keep logged into this one. It's this account where I can go crazy on. Touch my wall, stay out at night, and I do karate. Log in. Why is mine in German? What the hell? Excusez-moi? That's not German. Um. Don't message me. I'm a big boy now, and I'm very scary. I punch my mom, stay out at night, and I do karate. Okay. I currently have 5 videos on my thing. One is just become 24 hours old, literally like a few minutes ago. Um, it has 552 viewers on it within like overnight. And then the other one, I'm pretty sure I posted this morning. It has 565 views. And then the other one that I posted this morning has 568. And then the other one has 190. And then my cat one has 552. Why the fuck do you guys like my cat so much? My little robot guy. I'm scared. Why? Dude, within the first 3 hours, it got 46. And then within the first 17, it got 86. It's, what? Ha? 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 Within the first 3 hours, at 253. What the fuck? Please. Please. My. Aha! Nah. I cry. I don't. You've been on my mind, girl. That's the fun. I am single as shit and not in love. Wish I was, but I'm not. Oh well. Got a new gun, Jack. You got new plans, and you gotta move. I'm left in you. And she knows. Oh, Ophelia, moving on my mind was like a drug. Whoa, Ophelia, kneeling the fools, that's enough. Ophelia. Mama, ah! This tape. Mm-hmm. Do, do, do. Mm-hmm. Don't mind me. Ah! Favorite creator, favorite artist, favorite artist. Let's go, New Orleans. They posted it a day ago. They posted it a day ago. Oops, Daisy. Okay. Just so then y'all can see something. And then here. I say what it's gonna be. Yeah, I love you. No, no truth. I said to keep it on you. Yeah, I love you. Stay no. Oh, I just stand there, snake me where you go, we're good. I see you in all the guises. Some little to me. Okay, but nobody wanna build. Yeah, yeah, all of you. Alright, we're here. Don't you help me, take too hard, take me now. Yeah, yeah, I love you. Just let me go. Now. Let's see. Oh, how did I split this? I don't like it. I did a thing. Oh, the Jesus. Okay. Wait, let me check this. Do I like the mask? Honestly, it's not too bad. I don't mind it at all. How do I look? Like I'm fucking crazy. It's normal. Okay. I did a cool thing. We're gonna wear it for a bit to see how I like it. So, right, this is gonna be the drugs area. Wait, what game mode are we in? We're in peaceful. Ha! Okay, so what I think we need to do. Why am I in iron? Why am I in iron? What happened? Did something happen? Where are we? What's in here? Oh, holy shit. Power? Oh, a diamond hoe. Is this our base? I think this is our base. I think this is our base. Oh, I should probably collect this. We're making... What are we doing? There's no mobs. Oh, I found another. Oh. Here. Let's go up here. Do I have wood? I have blocks. Okay. Oh. Whoops daisy. Eh. Damn it. Okay, we go up here. There. This is a good area to have all of our things. like it. Is this ours? I think this is ours. Yeah, this has to be ours. Yeah. This is ours. I like it. We have a lot of things. What's up here? Oh. Nothing? But there's a third floor. Oh, we need blocks. Get a load of this train wreck. His hair's a mess and he doesn't know who he is yet. We know we start us welcome him with open arms. Oh. Apparently I'm dumb. We need a ladder. Why isn't there a ladder connected up here? Ah! Oh, I'm gonna go get some wood. Oh, we should drop off the things first. Is this our bed? Is this where our bed meant to be? I need to turn off this stupid fucking beacon. We should find a place to plant. Nah. What's this book? Do I have a book? Get my stuff back. If things, yay. If no, cry. And be cinematic. I forgot I wrote that. That was not meant to be lore. I legitimately just forgot I wrote that. Okay. Okay, back together. Okay, water. Breathe. Okay. Okay, we're good. Music. Why the fuck are we playing ads? Music. Oh my gosh, I'm hating this fucking mask already. It's annoying my eyes. I need to like push it down around my eyes. Okay. 10 seconds, chat. Oh my gosh. Ugh. We're unmuted, right? Yeah, okay. I need to like push it down because it's like too close to my eyes. That's better. Okay. We're gonna have it off too. When we do our break, I will do the mask thing again. Okay. Get my stuff back. If things, yay. If no, cry. Go make cool build treehouse training room. Pretend there's a comma there. This is 100%. There's 100% comma there. Post. Ignore that. Go mine cause poor village. Am I from a village? Get my stuff back. Is this where our stuff is? I think this is our stuff. How do we go down? Oh. Where's our stuff? Huh. This is cool. Is this the treehouse? I think we need some wood. I need to make more ladders. I can whistle. Okay. Okay. We have wood. I need to make like a bridge or something. I have an alarm yelling at me to take my pills. Fuck it. This is gonna be funny. Whoa. Oh. That's not safe. Well, we're doing this now. No. Which one is it? Is it this one? No, that's... Which one is it? No, what the fuck? Oh, that's cool. Oh. Okay. Can I, like, move things around? Or no? That's cool. I did not know that was Z. Oh, here it is. Okay. Oh. Close. Good. Cinematic time. Okay. Time to go up. Oh. Oh, okay. So this is going to be the storage. Storage. Here. No, not here. Could put it like up there. That'd be better. Okay, this one. Oh, there's a chest. Whoa. Oh, there's more things. The stuff is downstairs. Ooh. Do I live here? I think I live here. I'm pretty sure I live here. Why can't I remember? Oh, ladder. Okay. Barrel. That stuff. Okay. Oh, where's the chest? Let's put iron. Do do. Oh my gosh. Okay. No. Okay. Oh. There. Do, 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 do. I need a furnace. I need a furnace. I need 2 furnaces. Furnace size. Okay. I need coal. I'm extremely poor. Hmm. Toast. Let's sort. Oh, we should go plant. We need to go plant. Planting would be so much fun. Out of lore, what the fuck do people want from me? Oh, okay. People are congratulating me. Never mind. This is a childhood friend. Pebble. Okay. Leave me torn. Okay, back to lore, back to lore, back to lore. Yeah, planting would be fun. I think I just forgot the last few minutes. Okay. Keep forgetting the lore. I get so fucking laughing. Okay. Oh, it's getting dark. It's getting fucking dark and I don't have enough people. Oh. And we have run out of coal. Okay. Let's go mining. Let's go gambling! Okay, we're breaking out because there's fucking ads playing. Holy shista. Okay. Puppies. Peace, puppies. Happy. Wee. Okay, where the fuck is that one cave I saw? Where is the one cave I saw? Is it this place? Is it? Okay. Let's go get some fucking trees. Wood. That does look extremely pretty, though. I'm sad I didn't build it, but it's fine. Okay, I'm not gonna explain what's happening with the lore and everything like that because you could probably already fucking tell. Because I find it funny, so we're doing it because I don't care. Well, I do care. I extremely much care, but you know what I mean. Okay. This, I can make fucking flour? Hey, yo, okay, we'll be making that later. We need a crafting table. Currently at the moment there's ads playing, so for those who are watching, that's the reason why we're not, don't ask why I just made that, I don't even know. Oh, we do need to make that. Okay, okay, music's back. Let's make these doors, and then I guess we can go back to character. Yeah, we can go back into in character. Okay. Let's go. Okay, cave! Okay, time for cave. Which one's in that's silk touch, okay. I think we need coal. I think that's all we really need. Well, I mean, oh, here's some coal. I don't know why I don't have coal. Oh. I mean, I really should have coal. I don't know why I don't. Maybe I'm just that poor. I can't remember. Oh well. Oh, it's a fishy. Nope. This cave is not helpful. Maybe I should go exploring. That'd be a good idea. This is... Whoa. Hey, here's a cave. Oh. I should probably... Yeah. I do need some torches. Whoop. Oh, some coal. Thought that was an emerald. Shit. I want an emerald. No. This cave's big. Oh, here's some coal. Lots of coal here. Okay, I don't like lore. Blech. I'm not in a lore mood. I don't know. Dude, caves are boring as shit when you're trying to do lore. They're boring. Okay, how much fucking coal do you have? Yo, stack. Why the fuck? In my group chat. Well, Discord server, it's more of like a friends Discord server. For some reason, we have a rules channel. I don't fucking know why. And so currently at the moment, everyone's just making bits about the different rules. And the funny thing is that we're all queer, and people just keep putting, "Don't be homosexual, I'm allergic," or something like that. But we are all extremely queer. All the funnies. That is so weird. Wait, is this connected to a fucking mine shaft? It's not. What about cool? Seriously? Oh, I thought it was. Okay, up here. I'm gonna go mining anyway. I just don't want to do it in lore. Because when we do it in lore, it gets fucking boring fast. Because it's just gonna be my character being very confused and like, what's happening? Oh my gosh, what's going on? Oh my gosh. Is this our house? Wow, it's so pretty. Oh my gosh, motherfucker. Oh my gosh. -1 block. Thank you. Wee! 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 Okay, here. Got a Let's go. There's nothing up here. We're going back. We will have to go back into lore because I need to find my house fucking again. Because I turned off the things. Don't want to turn them back on. Okay. There's nothing up here. We're going back. How the fuck do we get out? I think it's up here. Yay! We're free. How the fuck did I miss this? I am blind. Oh, now it's raining. That's lovely. Anything over here while we're here? I only am ever going to put it on peaceful when I'm in lore mode because I don't want mobs to bother me. What the fuck is this? What the hell? I don't know what this is. Hello! Hello! We are doing a bit of the mining. We're doing some mining. It's me, Time Buddy. Hey, how's it going? Hello. I'm just playing the block game. Decent, nice. Yes, I am. We're just chilling in this world. It's just a chillin'. Can iOS Minecraft join your server? Well, do you have? Well, this isn't a server, but well, I do have this mod where like I can't invite people, but you have to have Java. So I don't know if you have Java or Bedrock. Bedrock is cursed, dude. It's so cursed. It's like they don't even have hardcore on it. I think. Wait. Like, okay, I'm gonna give on my Java tangent because not Java. Bedrock tangent because Bedrock is so cursed. I had it when I was younger. It's so cursed. It's, dude, things would just disappear. It was so funny. Things would just go poof, and it sucked. I also had at the time where the Nether didn't have the update yet, so. Dude, frick, I have Bedrock. Oof. Do you have it on a phone? Do you have it on a phone? If you have it on a phone, it's Bedrock. Yeah, it's on. You have Bedrock. Have fun with the cursed version. The cursed version's awful. And iPad. Oh, iPad? Ugh, iPad. No, iPad. iPad is Bedrock too. I think. I think there's like certain ones you can get Java, but it's like the really expensive ones. Where did we go? Where is this? I used like 30 shaders at the same time. And my screen was like black. Help. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Dude, I used to use shaders all the time and it like caused so many glitches. It was hilarious. Where are we? We're just where? How did we get spat out over here? Okay, might as well just make it fucking back. That's not the house. That's the house. Why are we so far away? Okay. How do I turn on the funny things? How do I turn on the funny things? Okay. Wait. How do I turn on the fun? Where are the funny things? Where is it? No, that's yay fun. Okay. Home. Find. Cool. I know where that is. I want to turn it on. Ah. Okay. Is it on? Close. Yay! Home. Where's home? Found home. Okay, let's go. I should probably drop this off, actually. Okay. You should join the Discord, VC. Should I? Should I? I'm concerned because you say that. What's happening in the VC? What's going on? Is there chaos? Should I be concerned? I don't know. I'm gonna join for exactly 2 seconds. What the fuck is happening in here? I'm not joining again. The fucking thing's called Horny. What the fuck am I? What is happening? You two have been in this call for like hours. You two have been in this call for hours. What is happening? You two have been in this call for hours. Have fun. What the hell is happening? They've been in there for the whole three. They've been in there for 3 hours. Dude, what? Oh my gosh. How have they been in there for 3 hours? Are you? What is happening? Apparently, they're playing the bomb defuse like game. What? Oh my gosh. Oh yay, sheep. I need a bed. Bop. Oh my gosh. I thought. Oh, that's so chaotic. Oh my gosh. If there's one sheep, there's always gonna be at least two. Come here, little sheepy. What is happening? Why was I text? Why was I texted? What did you want from me? Oh, okay, my friend. What did you type? I can't see it. Wee! Oh, that was where I died. Um. Sheepy! Come here, sheepy! Sheepy, sheepy. Another sheepy! Sheepy! Death. I don't need the wool. Whee! Let's go. Oh, I need to cut through here. Okay. Wait, I should probably turn on normal to be funny. Ooh, Sigma. No. Should I turn on normal? Yeah, fuck it. Already too late. Run, run, run. All I will say is the moment I see a fucking Komodo dragon, I am running for my life. I do not care. You do not understand the pain. I was gonna take a nap. Go take a nap! Go take a nap. Go sleep. Sleep. Sleepy, sleepy. Ugh. Oh, I thought these were like lily pads. No, let me through. Okay. Then I felt something between my toes. What? What? A fucking silverfish. Was wiggling. Silverfish. Where's the... Okay, there it is. There it is. I screamed. I don't know where it went. Like an IRL silverfish? Oh, shit. Wait, what does this look like again? Bugs mostly come in my bed. Yes. Oh! Ugh, have fun with that. Ooh. Yeah, no, I would not be able to sleep. Mm-mm. Seen a moth in my bed and a ladybug. Yeah, those are good luck. Those are... The moth is normal and a ladybug, not a fucking silverfish. Okay, where are we? Okay, this area. This. Okay, we need to make torches. Let's not forget the full-grown centipede. What? I am concerned for you. Okay. Kind of like that. Okay. Let's do this quickly. Oh, that's cute. Okay. There too. Then the rest of the way up. Let's put, yeah. Let's put one here. Okay, and then we're gonna put one over there. My baby, you're my baby, say it to me. Baby, my baby, you're more baby than I'm your baby. I bet on losing dogs. I bet on dying and I pray for my place by the beam. I'll be looking in the clouds when I'm down. I love Misky. Yes, so do I. It's awesome. Mitinsky. Yeah. I love her. She's awesome. Oh yeah, time to stalk your Twitter. Help. What was the help for? I'll be looking in the eyes when I'm down. He greens. No. No, we're not doing D&D roleplay. Please. Dude. Oh my gosh. Artie has been doing that all day. No, because you said... Oh my gosh. No, it's Galvin. Help D&D Minecraft server. No! No! Me and Hammer are doing that! Me and Hammer are legitimately creating that! No! Me and Ham legitimately have had that idea for so long. That would be terrifying. Oh, I love it. Okay. Let's go get all my shit. Do I have an extra chest? I'm pretty sure I don't. Okay, we're gonna steal that. We're gonna steal that. We're gonna go boop 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 boop. Nope, we need that. Yay! Okay, we're gonna steal that. We're gonna put that in there, and then we're gonna put that in there. Now I'll have food when I get back. Whee! Okay, we need to get all of my my stuff for making all the drugs. Twitch, that was an effing joke. That Twitch, look at me. That was a joke. It was a joke. It was a joke. It's juke. Joke. Jokes. Jokes. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, jokes. Jokes. Okay, time to go make meth. In the video game. Whee! Ah! Skelly, run. Ah! I'm gonna die. Don't want to die with my book. Oh, why is there just creatures everywhere? There are creatures just everywhere. There are creatures just everywhere. Why are there creatures just everywhere? Okay, we're gonna run up this side. Please don't attack me, monkeys. I don't have any blocks. Fuck. Don't mind me. Okay. We're just gonna... Okay, I don't need you. I don't see any danger. Okay, that. Hi, sorry, I kind of cut down your tree. I'm apologize. Pat, pat. I want to see if I can tame them later. Whoa. Okay, where the hell are we going? Gotta go home. I'm gonna chill by the monkeys. Okay, where the hell's home? There it is. Why is it past a freaking alligator? This is danger, bro. Don't die, don't die me, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. It's a good motto, don't die, yeah. Okay. Woo, we can go. Okay, that's a lot of scary creatures, and I see. Okie dokie. Alright, that place likes to get filled quickly. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm not here. Doop dee 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 dee. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's an alligator or a drown. I don't know. It's 110% on me, though. Ha 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 ha. Oh, I'm too scared. Nothing's there. Nothing was ever there. Should have slept through the night. Shit. Eh. What the hell's that thing? Oh, it's just a bunch of trees. Yay! Okay, ship one. I don't know if I've taken over that yet. We'll go check. Look, chat, I'm scared, okay? I'm a scaredy. I'm a scaredy. Okay? I scaredy. It would be good content, but I'm too scared, okay? I don't want to lose my things again. Okay. This way, this way, this way. Hello, little hummingbirds. Are they still here? Yes. Anteaters. Anteaters are pretty cool. Time to go up. Ew, ants. Up we go. That is the wrong way. That was an amazing time. How long have I been alive for? An hour? What the hell? I was not expecting an hour to be on there. Okay. Then... Oh, I misread grins. Oops-a-daisy. Okay, I haven't stolen from here yet. Yeah, I haven't. Okay. Okay, down. Why the fuck am I in Chicago? Okay. I don't know what this is connected to. That thing? Nothing out there. Okay. New York City. New York girl so pretty. Fucking hell. New York girls are pretty. Do you think we'll be in love forever? Do you think we'll be in love? Woo! I'm into maybe New York City. Do it for girls so pretty. I'm into baby New York City. Even over girls so pretty. We'll be in love forever. Do you think we'll be in love? Okay. Do you think every girl's so pretty? Woo! Oh, that was a good save. Hello, gorilla. Don't mind me. Okay, let's get back to the house, and then we're probably gonna end. Where are we going? There we are. What? New York City. Every girl's so pretty. In love forever. Do you think we'll be in love? I think we'll be in love forever. Do you think we'll be in love? Okay, I recognize this area. Want you, I want you. What the Nope. Music did mind to feel. You know. I'm a tell. When you reeling. Do 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 do. I love how there's so many love songs and yet I don't have anyone. BRB. Okay. I'm ending soon, so anyway. I would like if I could meet someone. But everyone at my school sucks after a bit. Shut up, Tiger. Um, at first, like, everyone is like. At first, everyone's like, oh, there's so many cute people. And then after a while, it's just like, yeah, nope. Mm-mm. Home, let's go. Wee. Okay, house. Okay, let's go. Yay, house. Let's go, house. Oh, I missed this house. Oh, my little birdies. Okay. Okay, so. Oh, I forgot I had that on. Oh, just a little skull. Rawr, rawr, rawr. That's why all the mobs are scared of me. They think I'm one of them. But in reality, I'm in disguise. Okay. So, no, I'm not feeling like that. I'm not feeling like that either. Ooh, actually, that's a good song. But it's Misky. Why are all these about love? So, thank you so much for joining me today, chat. I'm going to go to the ending because I need to go take a fucking nap. But first, I'm gonna finish up this eye. Ah! Gal! No! No, Gal! Oh no! Dude, I'm just. That is the most funniest thing ever. Gal, you know my survival world? I was playing in that, and just as I turn off onto the ending screen, you appear. That is awesome, dude. That is awesome. That's so funny. I was charging my phone in the lounge room. No! That's okay. It's okay. Oh, I didn't know you were alive. It's okay, Gal. It's okay. It's fine. I am extremely tired. There was like nothing entertaining. I was just in my survival world. Ooh. No, it's not okay. What do you mean? Okay. So, I'm trying to make the mask thing look better. Well, more shield my eyes. Of course it wasn't entertaining. I was in my survival world. What do you think? My friend showed up for a little bit, so that was cool. But then they ran off. I think they rejoined the VC. It's currently, my friends are all in a server and they're going freaking insane in a VC. I'm not joking. One of them has been there. Two of them have been in there for like 3+ hours. I don't know. You were doing it without me. I'm sorry. But I was in my survival world, so like you came at the most perfect timing and like lore wise. That was hilarious. Come on, stupid little sister. Okay. Do you want me to do some Duolingo? I'll do some Duolingo and then end. I'll do Duolingo for like 30 minutes. Do you want to do the Duolingo? Yes, please. Okay. Let me give my eyes a little break. Okay. How the frick do you do this stupid frickin'... Okay, there it is. Okay. I'm making myself a mask. What do people want from me? I keep hearing my phone go off. Oh, hey, Gal, did I tell you, I made a TikTok yesterday because I was bored out of my mind at a bonfire for my school. I can laugh at Tommy's server getting infiltrated by the hackers later. Yeah, that was hilarious. How do you not whitelist a server, dude? Dum-dums. Hopefully he had a backup. I didn't watch all of it, so I don't actually know if he had like a backup or not. It's Tommy. He is a dum-dum. True. He's just a little lad. I say that as I am younger than him. He didn't have a backup. Oh no, Tom! Oh, Tom. Poor Tom. Always make a backup, kids. That reminds me, I need to make a backup. I usually do the, like, every third stream or something like that, but I forgot to make one. Oopsie daisy. I'll do one tonight. Okay. Or, well, he did, but that was before Slime and Crackety joined. Oh no, Tom. Poor Tom. Tom, you always have a backup, no matter what. I'm sure you have hundreds from, like, the Lemamberg days, but still, please, Tom, please, you need to have fucking backups. I stress this as Phil enjoyed it, though. Of course, Phil fucking enjoyed it. Phil was probably watched it on stream and was losing his mind. Honestly, if that was one of my friends, I would be laughing my ass off too. Okay, one more thing, and then we're gonna try on the mask. Okay. Time to try on this mask. This side's like a little bit shorter. It's kind of annoying. Honestly, not too bad. I like it. No, Tom told Phil, and Phil is currently in the server with Tom. Tommy is using the hackers as free labor, lol. Oh my gosh! That's awesome. Ah! I lagged out my world. Okay, let me make a backup now. Piece by piece. Yeah. But I ain't worried about that right now. 1995 arrows. I ain't worried about it. Anyways, I say, okay, so. I don't know what you've been told, Okay. Time for the fun. So I've been doing a lot of Russian recently. Look at this. I'm awesome. I'm so good. I'm amazing. Nice. Yeah. I did one test and it got me through all this. It wasn't anything special. I'm hungry. Mm. Go get some food. I ain't worried about it right now. Okay, do we want to do Russian? Oh, wait, we have the wheel. Wheel, oh, names. No. Um, languages. Alright, I need to change my streaming shit. English TA, okay. Ah, understandable. English TA. Tagalong? We've done this before? Okay. See ya. A. His thing. Oh my gosh, it's so loud. One sec. You are capital. You are capital TA. Ah. What? Okay. Okay, I've turned it down. That didn't help. Okay. She, A. Saying. It sounded like you were interrogating me. I felt interrogated there. See. Maria. Yeah, called in. You are Maria. Huh? I don't know. Yeah. Are you Pedro? Is saying Babe. Sia A saying that guy. Sia A C Pedro. Okay. Eka A Maria. Eka B A say you. Eka A B say Maria. What do you mean? Okay, bruh. Russian, 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 Russian. Yeah! Okay, TR, TR, TR. Does it mean Turkey? Yeah, it's gonna be Turkey. We're doing some Russian, we're doing some Russian, 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 Russian. Oh no, let's see that one. Hello? Thank you. Oh. Right. I don't have hearts. Oh. Baby. Ich. Mensch. Mann. Wenn wir eine Frau. It's like my brain's working 3 languages at once. I'm talking to you guys in English. I'm reading this in a different language. I forgot which one we're doing. And then while learning this in German. Called it. Okay. Okay. Du bist ein Mann. Du bist ein Mann? Ah, okay. No. Ein Mensch. Oh my gosh. Ein Mensch. Du ein Junge? Du bist ein Junge. Bist ein Junge. Defne ein Mann. Ich bin ein Mann. My capture locked. Oopsie daisy. Okay, ein Frau und ein Mann. Nein, nein! Okay, earned a heart. We can move on. This language. Okay. Gal, do you want any language in particular? DS. What is it? English DS. Not really. Okay. Dutch. Wait. Dutch. 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 English. Wait. 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 Give me a second. Yeah! We haven't done German anything yet. This is an. I don't actually remember what this is. Watch, it's gonna be begin. It's bright. R300. After a week, you can understand a sentence. These words aren't important for the exam. Aye. Escab. Sway. Should be split as you can. Yeah. Yeah, that should be part of the same thing. And Cluck? No, it's minor. Okay, I should have known. I looked at that immediately. Like this to again. I like to read. What do you mean? There wasn't an easier course. Okay. So, Asia, me, wolfte, Sunmunchen. Sunmunchen. What do you mean? Okay, there it is. Die. Should be those. Should be that. No, it's... What? There was a blackboard for the teacher. Green vial. Okay. Haben. Thing. I'll turn that. There are many free apps. I can choose any course on the website. Can you say something in French yet? It's the power of yet, but you don't know it yet. It's the power of yet, but you don't know it yet. Answer as a knee. Okay, well they that one die. Oh, I messed it up. Okay. Right. Wolf and then night. Wolf then night. Die then. I understand your teacher never wanted to close the windows. Wolf and night. Die. And then it's that one, and then it's this guy. Oh, it's the F and the S. Okay, Knee. No, it's the wolf, then the night. And then it's gonna be that. Oh no, it's gonna be die this that. Yay! Let's see how many times I can get ahead. Wait, seriously? Yo. I speak with people a little. I can participate in life in English. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hey, gal. It might be time to go. Because I'm getting tired. And I don't want to be not entertaining for you guys. Aw. What is this? What? Wait, why are we... Wait, hold up a second. Why are we learning this? Seats plan. This is so confusing. Why do you have these sentences? Why would you have to learn these sentences? What? Okay, yeah, it's time to go. It's the time to go, guys. I'm sorry, but it's time. I don't want to end either. Here, we'll finish off with an Epic the Musical song. Boo! We're ending off with an Epic the Musical song. Yay! I'm. Ooh. I like this song, but should we play Hermes? Because Hermes is awesome and I love Hermes. We'll play both. How about that? We'll play both. Okay. Music up. When I see it turning, I don't think I really want to burning. And living in New York, burning. Look like they're in the sag. He says on the government wrapped. What am I gonna do without open this bag? That's so easy as that. Your friends close and your enemies closer. I know who can trust never. Just your eye open, you gotta get closer. Sometimes killing is a must. What? I thought it was justified. The means friends turn to foes in rivalries. So keep your friends close and your enemies closer. What's happening? What's trapped in that bag? Something dangerous, friends. We must run. For sure. What? Hey. Hey, what's in the gun? Not. Everybody listen closely. See how that bag is supposed to be. The bag has a storm inside. We can not fly. Your friends close and your enemies closer. Never really know that you can trust. Never really know. When your bag open, you can have closure. Sometimes seeking is a must. As the end always justifies the means. Everything changed since polity. So keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Really know that you can trust. Never really know who you can trust. And some stayed awake, trying to make home, no tidal wave. I remain the blacks and blacks so close, and I'm getting closer. You will be in days and we can move memories with you. I'm going to as never was. Keep your eyes open, wide eyes about to please keep your eyes open. I'm a nice you don't you let me keep your eyes open. I'm the same, yes I'm the same. Keep your eyes open. Eyes open. Up. Up, yes. Opening the bag. No! Friends close and your enemies closer. You could trust. Oh, the hell. Storm, storm. Do, 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 do. Oops, a daisy. Okay, okay, Hermes time. Hermes, Hermes, Hermes. 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 What is it called? There we can just look at the song. Hermes. I said if I had a Greek parent, and all my friends agree with this, that my Greek parent would be Hermes. I must say, what a brilliant speech you gave. Just a friend would help you. I'm gonna dress up for him as Halloween, actually. Listening from a certain God, intervention. Somebody's not afraid to send a message. Ooh. You like the taste of the power? Wouldn't you like to use more than words? Deep in the night to fight last for hours. You could be hurt till you could beat her. You're gonna dress up as Hermes? Yeah! Come preferred. Deep in the night, if I could be tragic, I'll help you conquer her. She could turn you to an animal and eat upon her plate. Always make you fall in love like you're on your 100th date. You have to show me the costume you get. Yes, I will. I'm trying to design a mask right now and figure out how I'm gonna get it. On alone. Wouldn't you like the taste of the flower? Wouldn't you like to use more than words? I'll show you a design. I have like some ideas from Pinterest. I'm gonna be her. Wouldn't you like to test some of the magic? Wouldn't you like your outcome preferred? Deep in the night, the fight could be tragic. I'll help you conquer her. Oh, oh, oh. You're in the roof of the tower, the lights of the flower take you on. You must remember tested with the best of being of your creation. All you need's imagination, though it's only for a moment. Do you beat in your proponent? And I call this fruit holy moly. Wouldn't you like the taste of the power? Wouldn't you like to use more than words? Deep in the night, the fight lasts for hours. You could be hurt or you could beat her. To have some other magic, wouldn't you like to your come preferred? Deep in the night, the fight could be tragic. I'll help you conquer her. Wow, the magic, wouldn't you like to use more than words? Deep in the night, the fight could be tragic. You could be hurt or you could be hurt. Wouldn't you like to take some other advantage? Wouldn't you like your outcome preferred? That could be tragic. I'll help you conquer her. Okay, chat.